Have you ever wondered why you choose vanilla over chocolate, or why you picked that shirt this morning? It might seem trivial, but there's a whole world of psychological processes happening behind each decision you make. It's like an intricate dance of the mind, where numerous cognitive processes come together to guide your choices. Let's delve into this a bit. Think about the last decision you made. It might have been influenced by your emotions, or perhaps by a bias you weren't even aware of. Maybe your past experiences played a role, nudging you towards one option over another. And let's not forget societal pressures. Often we make decisions to fit in or stand out, to meet expectations or defy them. Decisions, big or small, are a fascinating aspect of human psychology. They're a window into our minds, revealing much about who we are and how we think. The next time you're picking between two things, remember, there's a lot going on behind the scenes in your brain. So what's this hidden science that dictates why you chose tea over coffee this morning? Well, get ready for a fascinating journey into the human mind. The way we make decisions is a complex process, often guided by principles of psychology. One such principle is the dual process theory. This theory suggests that our brain uses two distinct systems for decision making. Think of them as two advisors in your head, each with a different approach. System 1, let's call this the fast thinker. It's instinctive and emotional, often making snap judgments based on our past experiences and gut feelings. It's like when you instantly pull your hand away from a hot stove, no second thoughts, just pure reflex. Then there's System 2, the slow thinker. This one is deliberate and logical, taking its time to analyze the situation and weigh the pros and cons. Imagine you're deciding which car to buy. You wouldn't just go with the first one you see, right? You'd compare models, prices, features, and then make an informed decision. That's your System 2 at work. Now, let's add another layer to this. Emotions. They play a significant role in our decision-making process, as suggested by the somatic marker hypothesis. This theory proposes that emotional responses guide our decisions, especially when it comes to complex and uncertain situations. So, if you're feeling particularly happy one day, you might decide to treat yourself to your favorite dessert. It's not just about the sugar rush, it's also about the emotional satisfaction. But it's not all emotional whims and logical calculations. Sometimes it's a mix of both. For instance, you might choose tea over coffee because it reminds you of cozy mornings, an emotional factor, and also because it has less caffeine, a logical factor. So your decisions are not as random as they seem, right? They are a result of a fascinating interplay between different parts of your brain. Now that we know what influences our decisions, can we use this knowledge to make better ones? Absolutely. Here are some simple strategies to elevate your decision making. Firstly, gather as much information as you can. The more you know about a situation, the easier it will be to make an informed choice. Secondly, consider all alternatives. Often, we get stuck on the first solution that comes to mind, but there might be other options that we're overlooking. Thirdly, think about the long-term consequences. It's easy to be swayed by immediate gratification, but the best decisions are those that benefit us in the long run. And finally, be aware of your biases and emotions. They can cloud our judgment and lead us to make irrational decisions. Recognizing them is the first step towards making more rational choices. Remember, every decision is an opportunity for personal growth and learning. So don't be afraid to make mistakes, as they are stepping stones to better decision making. So the next time you're faced with a decision, remember the science behind it. We've journeyed from the intrigue of decision making into the science that operates behind the scenes, and finally, we've shared some practical tips on how to make better decisions. Remember, understanding the psychology of decision making isn't just an interesting topic, it's a powerful tool that can help you make better choices. For those who've just discovered us, consider subscribing to our channel. We constantly explore intriguing topics, and we'd love to have you join our community of curious minds. It's also important to note that, while we've unraveled some aspects of decision-making, the subject is vast, and there's always more to learn. So, we encourage you to continue this exploration on your own. We hope this peek into the psychology of decision-making was as fascinating for you as it was for us. Don't forget to comment below with your thoughts, and remember, your decisions shape your destiny.